When you have been with somebody for 30 years, you do lose your identity to them. I'm getting a divorce. And I am scared. I'm nervous. I am struggling.
Welcome back, family. Today we are going to review another modern woman who decided to leave her 25-year-old marriage thinking that she was irreplaceable. But then she got humbled so quickly when her husband decided to restart his life with a younger, beautiful woman. Let's first start by watching her crying while having a hard time believing that her husband moved on.
The divorce papers have been filed. I know the outcome. I know I'm getting a divorce. I know my husband no longer loves me. I know that he now is creating a new place for himself in the world that doesn't include me. It seems to not include our kids. When you have been with somebody for 30 years, you do lose your identity to them. I think that we become a piece of each other, something new. And although I know that I can do this, there's a piece of me that's mourning, and I'm trying to understand what it is that I'm so upset about. Am I upset that he doesn't love me? Am I upset because I don't know how not to have somebody love me? Am I upset because I'm afraid that I'm going to be alone for the rest of my life? And I do know that a lot of people say that they like it better alone. I just don't think that that's me, because such a big part of who I am, being somebody's partner. But that's what I like. It's what I love. I am for real getting a divorce. And I never asked him to stay. And I know I deserve so much better. I know I deserve somebody who is kind and caring and compassionate and thoughtful and not angry and definitely doesn't control me. I'm getting a divorce.
I don't know how many times this woman contradicted herself in less than 2 minutes. When you let women talk for long enough, they always tell on themselves. We can all see that she still wants to be married to this man and that she is really regretting divorcing him. But instead of humbling herself in front of her husband and tell him that she will be a better wife, she prefers to stay stubborn to prove that she was always right. Let's just watch the next clip that will show you the kind of difficult and nagging wife she was during her marriage.
I have tried making this video a handful of times, and every time I make it, I delete it. It's not that I can't talk about it, it's that I don't know that I'm able to give it the justice that it deserves. If you haven't seen one of my other videos, I am a stay-at-home parent, aka trad wife. Just like many other couples, my husband and I have arguments, and we have 3 specific ones that we seem to repeat all the time. The first one is that he is very messy. He's like Pigpen. He walks around the house leaving things all over, and I'm the one who ends up having to clean up after him. Pretty normal argument for a lot of people. Next is how much money he spends on himself. He buys himself whatever he wants, and he has extravagant taste. He spends more on himself than all the rest of our family members do combined, and then some. Which leads directly to the third argument. My husband doesn't allow me access to our financial documents. I have no idea the amount of money coming in or going out at any given time. I don't have access to our investment information or savings information. I don't get to make decisions about our finances, and that's not acceptable. This is a form of control, and I am going to call it for what it is. It's abuse. It's financial abuse. This is very common for many women in my situation. And yes, I'm sure it does happen to men too. Now that we are going to be getting a divorce, I have asked my husband yet again over and over for the last 6 months to provide me the documents that I need to understand our finances. And he refuses. And since he gets to decide the amount of money that gets put into our checking or savings account, I don't have access to retain a lawyer currently. But why I'm talking about it is because this happens to many women, and there are so many more women who are in worse positions than me. If you are in this situation, I want you to know that you are not alone. There are many of us, and I assume there will be women who will share their stories in the comments. And if you've been through this, please share what helped you navigate this. And out of respect, I do ask that you be kind in the comments section, because talking about abuse of any form is not easy.
When you see a woman picking up fights with you just because a pair of socks is left behind, or nagging you because she doesn't have 100% access on your financials, just know that she is a difficult woman. We all know that usually women get overwhelmed when you give them a significant charge on controlling the finances. So basically what she is actually saying is that she wanted to spend the money however she wanted, but with absolutely no responsibility of the consequences. That is what it means when a woman says that a man is financially abusive. Let's watch some more tears of regret and confusion.
I'm prefacing this video that grieving is not linear. I took a lot of steps forward this week. This morning, I took some backwards, and it's okay. My eyes, they're filled with color like everybody else's. And they're filled with understanding and care and compassion for other humans, our world. But they're also filled with pain. I've been living in a marriage of lies, deceit, my complacentness. Someone posted a comment yesterday that basically told me that I was part of the problem. This week you've seen me with determination, and I have that in here. That's in me. But then there's a lot of pain. There's a lot of pain of sometimes I don't know what it's all from. To be quite honest, it's in me, and I don't always know where it's coming from. But I know that the pain that's in me has told me that my life was okay. The pain that's inside has told me that whatever I've been dealing with in my marriage was how other marriages were, other men were. I've become tolerant, complacent. These things are really important for me to understand as I move forward. I've said it many times that I deserve better. I do. And what I know I do, but I also know that I deserve better. No, I don't know it. I really don't. I tell myself that I deserve better. But I don't know that I know it, that I deserve better, to be honest. I want to think that I deserve a better person to be in my life, but I don't know that I deserve it. But I don't know that I deserve better than what I was given by my soon-to-be ex-husband. I don't know that I feel it inside me that I deserve better. And I don't know how to change that narrative in my head, because I do know that I deserve it. But there's something sabotaging me, telling me that I don't deserve it.
Lady, what the fuck do you actually want? It's all emotions everywhere with absolutely zero direction. Do you deserve better or not? This is a fully grown woman who doesn't even know what she wants. No wonder her ex-husband didn't want her to have full access to the finances. Now, you will see her crying again, while putting all the blame of the children's hurt on her ex-husband, as if she didn't have anything to do with this all messed up situation.
You don't know that I can help them through this. I don't know how to do this alone. I can't imagine parents with little kids trying to navigate first Christmases alone. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve, and I am scared. I'm nervous. I am struggling. I was doing so well. I have some friends who have been lifting me up and cheering me on and really encouraging me. And it's helped tremendously until my kids started breaking down. And that makes me break down. I try to stay strong in front of them, but it's not easy. It's really hard. I have one kid who says that they don't want to leave their room. They don't want to come out on Christmas morning in tears because their dad is not very far from here and he has yet to contact them. He literally is miles from here, just a handful of miles. He told one of them that he's coming into town. He didn't even tell the other one that he was coming. Our kids deserve so much better than him. They're so unsure and they're so sad that their dad has done this to them. And then at the same point, I'm to a point that I am calm. I'm finding peace. It's hard for them to struggle when I am finding so much peace. It makes me feel guilty. I know I have people who are following my journey and are feeling very much like I am right now. And I know that we have got this, but I know that it's okay that we also don't feel like we have it. We might need to give each other some encouragement today.
One thing we haven't heard this woman say is her admitting that she also contributed into the destruction of her own family. I mean, she is the one that is divorcing her husband, for God's sake. This is the hurt these modern women cause to their children. And all of that because they put their fantasies, feelings above everything. They never say what they really did to cause their husbands to even avoid being around their own children. Usually, it is about disrespect. These modern women are now weaponizing being a victim. And they are used to the man always sacrificing himself and stepping up and put all the blame on himself. And when a man finally chooses to put himself first, it is seen as selfish. When a man finally put himself first, it is seen as an abandonment of his responsibilities. Her ex-husband actually refused to pay her the temporary spousal support because she decided to fight him in court for everything. And that pushed one of her subscribers to leave a comment about spousal support that pissed this woman off. Let's just watch her response so that you guys can really see that this woman is not as innocent as she pretends to be.
Having an at-home wife was a flex to my soon-to-be ex-husband. Mr. Carpet Cleaner, you would rather go to prison than pay spousal support. It's just a fact that women want money and that's why they stay home. Where on earth would you get that? You think women feel entitled after they've given up their career so that you could go and clean the carpets. While you were out cleaning your carpets, did you also pay your housekeeper? Did you pay the nanny? How about the chef? The chauffeur? Would you have paid all of those things so that you could keep doing your job and making your business soar? It's interesting that you say men no longer want to marry, because I will tell you that I hear that comment just as often from women that they don't want to marry either. Now, while my husband was out and traveling all over the place for work, I was home making sure that everything was okay. My soon-to-be ex-husband, it was a giant flex that I was home. He thought it was fantastic that he had an at-home wife. You know that he used to boast about it, brag. He would puff up his chest. Not only did it show that he made a good salary, but it also showed everybody that he was such an amazing family man. Unfortunately, there's an old saying that you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. Enjoy cleaning your dirty carpets.
Most modern women think that their husbands are lucky to be with them. Listen, guys, if women want to leave, then they are free to do so and go start their new lives. These spousal support laws were created when women were not working. So, if she wants to leave, she can go get a job. Now, for separating the assets, that should be done according to if you had a prenup or not. And men should definitely take prenups seriously before getting married, because if it is not done properly, the judge can just throw it away. So fellas, protect yourselves at all times against these types of women. And above all, don't forget to keep your head up, focus on your goals, and everything else will follow. I love you, and I appreciate you for all your support. Please feel free to like, subscribe, comment, and share to help push this content to more men in need. I'm out. Peace.